So get in there, my son. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little Man United news video for you for the evening's roundup of the latest goings on. How's it all going, my friends? Thank you for joining us. Hey there, Neil Walker. What's going on? Mark Nurse, Adewale Adelaji, SPN TV's in here. Chris Barker, Cass Vandermeer. How's it going, guys? Thank you all for getting in for the show tonight. We've got plenty to get into. Of course, Antony is a red, my friends. Get in there, my son. Let's get a sue in the live chat there. We have managed to get this deal wrapped up. Finally. We spunk loads of money on this deal, though. It's an absolute rip-off. They've definitely seen us coming on this one. Daylight robbery, my friends. 100 million euros, but we've got our man. Get in there, my son. Hey, Gaz Newton, Canster Gaming, Elliot Manduna, Scujo One, Sonny Igbins, Johan Van Angeren, Canster Gaming, Fuad, Daz, Madhouse, Orlando, Timon, Woody, Sphinxu, Pete, Ashkara, United Tactical Talk, Dean, Prishy, Elliot, Ash, Shamir, James, Wackass, and everybody else as well. Do us a favour at the start of this show, guys, and smash that like button. Give it a huge thumbs up. That will spread us around and help us boost up there on the algorithm. Give us a cheeky little like on it. You know it makes sense. Also, if you are on catch-up later watching this back, get down below in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts and opinions about this signing, guys. And if you're in the live stream here right now, thank you for joining us. And get yourself in the chat throughout the show. We will have a big Q&A at the end as well. So come and join us. What's up there, Nut and Gungshi, you bloody legends? Hey, Ash. Thank you, everybody who's in here. Sorry if I missed any of you guys there, but great to have you all in here. We will have a big Q&A at the end. But as I say, smash that like at the start of the show and get involved throughout, dudes. Right. So, let's get into it, man. Manchester United have now reached a full agreement with Ajax for the deal for Antony, guys. We have got a here we go situation from Fabio Romano a couple of hours ago, just clarifying the situation and saying that, yes, it is fully agreed. There is a full agreement. It is basically done. And so this is what it reads. It says, Antony to Manchester United, here we go. Agreement in principle with Ajax, 100 million euro fee, contract until June 2027 with an option until 2028 to be signed tomorrow. Get in there. So, it's obviously still got to be finalised, processed, signed, sealed and delivered. But the agreement is in place there. There's no problem with the player and the club, obviously Manchester United. There was only an issue between the two sides, and now that agreement's been reached, it's going to be happy days, my friend. And this guy's going to be coming in the next couple of days. At the moment, as you can see, he goes on to say that contracts are being prepared. It's Eredivisie historical record fee. So the most money that any player has gone for in Eredivisie history, total of in the region of 100 million euros. 100 million euros. So we've got a few differing reports in regards to the actual final figure. But look at this. This is the manager of Ajax that says, everything is about money. I think this is sad, but this is our world. It's very sad, and I don't approve of these things at all. Get in there, my son. He's not happy, is he? About losing Antony at this late stage of the window. He's not happy at all. But in regards to the amount of money, folks, so this is the agreement, essentially what's going on. So, well, this is with his contract as well, but there's an understanding that Antony's contract is now being prepared by United to get it ready once deal will be fully agreed. Been told it will be valid until 2027 with an option for an extra year. And just half an hour before this stream started as well, there's a little bit more of a breakdown of some of the fees here in regards to Antony and, of course, the fee that Man United are paying. And it reads, lawyers are checking contracts in order to sign Antony deal. On Monday, there's a full agreement between United and Ajax, and it's worth 95 million euros, plus an extra 5 million euros in add-ons. So a total 100 million euros reported by Fab. But there is, a little bit of a couple of different reports. So Mike Verwey reporting that actually totals 102 million euros. I mean, look, we're not going to split the difference over 2 million euros, are we? But Mike Verwey does say that the transfer fee for Antony is reported 102 million euros, including bonuses. So it's either 100 or 102, which is just too much money, isn't it, folks? It's way too much money. But the deal can now be considered done. Fabi said it here. The deal can be considered done as revealed earlier today, to be sealed on Monday. So it's completely done. It's just not been signed, sealed and delivered yet, but Manchester United have signed Antony. Get in there, my son. So smash a 69 in the live chat if you're buzzing about this one, dudes. And tell me your thoughts and opinions. Just get your initial reaction in there. I'm going to dip into the chat for 2 minutes before we get on to the next bit of information we got, just to see your guys' initial reaction. Obviously, look, this guy's a mint player. He's a class player. He's a baller. He looks like an absolute skillful beast. Could be the next Neymar in terms of Brazil. Who knows? 22, big potential. We'll see if he's got his head screwed on. That's it. Some of these players get too much too soon. Coming in at United with huge pressure. Can he go in to be the next star player for us that we're so desperately looking for? I think so, but a lot's going to have to happen in order for that to come to fruition. So, but it's a great signing, guys, because he's a class player. It's just we've paid way too much money for him, that's all. Hey, Rory, thank you so much for the €5 super chat here, Rory, lad. I'm going to get into the chat now. Rory says, was watching clips of him earlier. Looks very good. Just wish it was done earlier. That way we would have had an extra 30 minutes now to spend elsewhere. I like your style, Rory. Yeah, so we seem seemingly have waited until right at the end of the window. We've paid the money that Ajax wanted anyway, so we could have done this a lot earlier. I'm sure they had this figure in their mind of 100 million and that they were rigidly sticking to. And if we would have agreed it sooner, I'm sure we could have had this guy in earlier on in the window. You're absolutely right. They're a bunch of slow melts, aren't they? But look, Ten Hag's going to be happy he's got his player finally. We're happy, aren't we? We're happy that Antony's coming in. The only thing we're not necessarily that happy about is the price tag and the fact that it does bring a certain level of expectation and pressure on the guy. And also, it's just money that you could have spent on another player as well in a different position, which we won't be able to because we've well overpaid for this player. So those are the only negatives about this deal. Everything else a massive positive. This guy's Ten Hag's guy. This guy's a Brazilian winger with super flair and skill that's probably going to come in and hopefully transform our attack. You think about the options we've got. Let's ask the live chat what your front three is then, right now. So my front three, at the moment, it's got to be long time going forward, Cristiano Ronaldo up top, if he's still here. Rashford, yeah, okay. You know, he's inconsistent as hell. I just want to see Ronaldo firing again and us playing well. But maybe as a team, we'll be better off without Ronaldo. It really depends what happens between now and the end of the window and also what Ten Hag's plans are for Ronaldo. But I would go with Antony over on that right side. I would go with Sancho on the left side. And Cristiano Ronaldo through the middle. That sounds pretty damn elite to me. Slurp King says Sancho, Ronaldo, Antony. Sancho, Ronaldo, Antony, says Rory. Sancho, Ronaldo, Antony. Sancho, Ronaldo, Antony. Sancho, Ronaldo, Antony. Gungshi getting in there raw with a Martial pick. Love it. Sancho, Martial, and Antony. Nice. Why don't we go with Elanga, Martial, and Antony, and then we can have the three Antonys, or Anton 3. You know, we could do that. So, no, I mean, Martial's not a bad shout. The only thing is that he's very inconsistent. He's very injury prone. You can't rely on him for the whole season. He's actually looked really good since Ten Hag's been here. Like, any time we've seen Antony play, Martial that is, he's looked very good indeed. Problem is he's picked up an injury at a bad time. I don't know if he's ever going to be that stalwart on the side. That's a problem. But I do love him, though. Yeah, the three Tonys. Anton 3, says Lorben Lampkin. Anton 3. So we've got hopes that Antony Elanga is going to do well in the future so we can maybe see Anton 3 on the pitch. But no, the chances are that, you know, that's not going to happen, obviously. Antony Elanga's got some development to do. I think that's why we've gone out here and bought another winger, because Antony Elanga just isn't really ready for the rough and ready of the Premier League just yet. He's still a young kid, though, but physically he gets, for want of a better phrase, bitched around a little bit, doesn't he, out there, it seems. And, you know, at this level, you want some people who are not going to be getting bitched around so often. By the way, folks, I'll just take a second to say thank you everyone who's hit the like button. We've got 115 likes already. That's amazing. And we've got 335 legends in here. Sui, thank you every one of you for hitting that like. Let's get 150. Smash the like if you're just joining. Have your say. I'm just going to have a few minutes in the chat now to see your thoughts and opinions about Antony, and then we'll get back into the news. Elanga should go on loan, says Finksu. Maybe so. Certainly with Antony coming in, it makes sense. Elanga's a terrible footballer, says Hayden. I don't know about that, bud. He hasn't exactly shone this season so far. Anton 3 in action, says Samuel. Hey, what's going on, Primot, you legend? He comments and he says, It's the friendly neighborhood piggy man. Get in. How you doing there, Primot dude? Gakpo would be nice. Right, okay, let's just talk about Gakpo for a second, folks. I would love to see Gakpo coming in as well. What a statement of intent that would be, to go and transform our wide positions, to go and get a couple of the best players in the Eredivisie last year. And look, let's face it, Lisandro Martinez came from the Eredivisie and he's settled in and bossing the Premier League at the moment. So who's to say that these other guys that Ten Hag's highlighted and already sort of coached a lot of them or certainly played against, who's to say that he doesn't already think these guys are ready for the Premier League, and that they are? It seems like Malacia was ready for the Premier League. It seems like Martinez is ready for the Premier League. I think sometimes in the UK here, we seem to have an overinflated opinion of the Premier League in some ways. Because, I don't know, Malacia is a young kid and Martinez is a young guy. They're coming in and they're pocketing some of the best players in the Premier League so far. They've only had a couple of games. But, I would be quite happy to go and get somebody like Cody Gakpo, whose statistics are out of this world. They're twice as good as Antony's. So Man United have gone and got ourselves a very impressive player with very good statistics, but in the Champions League as well. That's the separator here. But certainly Gakpo stats are unreal. Hey, Gangshi, thank you so much there for your super chat there, Gangshi. Super Gangshi. Gangshi, thank you very much, bro. There's going to Sui in there for Gangshi. Gangshi comments, main reason I picked Martial is that I don't rate Rashford at the moment, and Ronaldo's future at the club seems uncertain. Ideally, we'd sign a new striker for depth. I feel that, Gangshi. Martial's been a really good player since Ten Hag came in. He actually has. You just can't rely on him because he's injury prone and all that jazz. But no, that's fair enough. I mean, in a number 9 role, if they're both fit and available, I would choose Martial as the number 9 as well. I'm with you on that one, Gangshi. Rashford's too hit or miss. I don't think Rashford's finishing's clinical enough to be a proper number 9. He's a bit gun-shy in front of goal, isn't he? So, I don't know. Rashford as a number 9, don't fancy it. We can't rely on that, can we? Thank you so much, by the way. We've got a new member of the channel, and it is Woody. Thank you to Woody for becoming a member of the channel, by the way, guys. Everybody, let's get your favourite emoji in there to welcome Woody to the channel membership. Sue! Thank you so much, Woody, for supporting this channel, mate. I really, really do appreciate that. Also, we got another member at the start of the show, didn't we? Thank you, Woody. Everyone, get your emojis in there for this legend. But we do have a new member as well just before the start of the show. I think it was... damn it, who was it? Let me have a quick look. But was it Vincent Scholtens, or was it? I can't remember now. Damn it! Somebody at the start of the show became a member. Whoever it was, again, you're a bloody legend. For some reason, I can't find it right now. But thank you so much. Okay then, right? Okay, guys. So let's get back into the chat. We still need a top striker up front. Now you're talking, Olufemi. What's the real problem here? If Ronaldo goes, we've got a glaring problem. Even with Ronaldo staying, we've still got a bit of a problem in the sense that we're light in that area. We've got a few players that can play there that are probably better wide, like Rashford and Martial, Garnacho or Sancho or Antony. I guess you could chuck any of them up there, really. They got an eye for goal. However, they're not out-and-out strikers. Cristiano Ronaldo's really the only sort of proper centre-forward we've got. And he's aging. He's not really necessarily the same player he was 5-10 years ago in regards to his mobility, of course. He's still super mobile. I won't hear that anything other than that he runs around and does. His movement's still fantastic. But he's slowing down, you can see that. And at the moment, he's not sharp. And certainly if he goes to Sporting Lisbon or goes to a different club before the end of this window, then we are shagged in that position. So we definitely need to get some new players in there. I would personally bring Depay back to Dublave, but I'd have more ambition. If it was me, I'd go sign Gakpo because he's 23 and has insane stats and is progressing and really might have a great future in the game. Memphis is 30 now? He's a good player for on the cheap. He's a decent addition, but that's all he is. Gakpo's actually a super exciting signing for now and the future. Memphis is just a body to come in here, just another piece of meat to come in here to make up the numbers. That's all he really is. So yes, I would, but only if we're cheaping out and taking a cheapo option. What we'd like to do is to go and get someone like Cody Gakpo. But interesting enough, Cody Gakpo has actually been speaking. Let's just get on to Gakpo for a second, seeing as we're talking about Gakpo a little bit. Cody Gakpo has been talking ahead of his links to different teams. Cody Gakpo was asked about what he thinks about Antony moving to Manchester United, and he was speaking to the Telegraph over in the Netherlands, and he's quoted as saying this. He said that, no, that doesn't matter to me. Nice for him anyway. But he also said there are on Manchester United being interested in him. He said there are also other options, but United are a serious option. I can hear it all. I try to shut myself off from it, but it's difficult. So this is what he's been saying to ESPN via the Telegraph, to the Telegraph, and then it's on ESPN, is that, he's reacting essentially to Antony going to Manchester United. He just said, nice for him, but for me and my future, I think that has no influence. It's like a puzzle. So in the next days, I will see which puzzle fits best. For me, it's certainly not bad to stay at PSV. We'll see. So Gakpo going in there raw, my friends. Come and get some raw emojis in the live chat. Just putting a cat amongst the pigeons here because, well, he has not distanced himself at all there from Manchester United. It's not quite the Antony come and get me plea where he's hanging himself out to dry. He's like, I'm putting my bollocks on the chopping block here. Come and get me, Man United. It's not that. But what it is saying is that the Antony deal, he said it has no influence on him and his deal. Or his future, but he said, he's happy at PSV, but if there was a puzzle piece that's offered to him that fits him best, i.e. Manchester United, then he would probably be well up for the move. But he said, for me, it'd certainly not be bad to stay at PSV. So he's leaving the door open for Man United here, guys. That's clear. And would we want this guy? Well, he scored 46 goals and registered 39 assists in 143 appearances for PSV since signing in 2018. And he's a wide player, obviously. Last season, he got a goal contribution of 24 in 23 Eredivisie games and won the Eredivisie Player of the Year. Dutch football expert Marcel van der Kraan recently backed United to go in for Gakpo. He said he's the kind of player that Erik ten Hag likes because he likes to play with wingers. For every Dutch player who goes to play in England, takes time to adapt. With that in mind, though, I'm a bit concerned because Gakpo's outstanding in all of the big matches and in Europe. He said, but playing in and out, I'm a bit concerned. I think he will eventually be the top man at a big club, and I could see him featuring for United. But there are other top clubs that are bidding who are wanting him. There are around 5 Premier League clubs after Gakpo, but if the choice is there, he will go to Manchester United. So that's what Van der Kraan said. It seems like Gakpo certainly would not rule out a move to United. Smash a 1 if you think Man United should go and get Cody Gakpo now. Fuck off, Memphis Depay. No disrespect. Now, I would take him as a backup if we got £0 left in the bank for a deal. But come on, we can actually have some bollocks here right now, guys. What a team we could have. We could go and get Cody Gakpo for 40 million quid. It's not the worst amount of money. It's a reasonable investment, especially when you're paying 100 million euros for Antony. Like, this pales in comparison. It's a chump change deal, really. Like, you're actually getting, arguably, based on last season's performances in the Eredivisie, a better player right now, arguably, a better player for half the money. Gakpo got a goal and 2 assists today, said Nick Morris. There you go, my son. Lynette Giggs wants him. Elliot Manduna does not want him. They should certainly sign someone, says Rory. Yes, Batman. Yes, Jeff. Yes, Wedgbury Music. Money Siddiqui agrees. Stuart Stormtrooper Waller agrees. K-Cadet says, I'd take Gakpo, of course, but Depay for 10 mil is cheap as fuck. It is cheap as fuck, but isn't it cheap as fuck for a reason? Like, you ever heard that expression, buy cheap, buy twice? Like, that's the thing. Like, if Memphis just going to come here for a picnic, he's going to come here for a schmock and a pancake and a cigar and waffle and a bong and a crepe, and he's just going to chill out and, I don't know, collect a good paycheck, but is he really going to be that committed to Manchester United at this stage? I don't know. I don't know if the attitude's right there from Memphis Depay. I'd like to see Cody Gakpo coming in, somebody who's hungry, and he's 23. So yes, we might have to pay 4 times the amount, but you're going to get well over 4 times the amount of service out of this guy, potentially. Memphis is just a short-term fix for a season or two at tops. Gakpo could be a stalwart of the club for the next 10 years, potentially. We'd hope that he would settle in at United and do well, but that's the difference between the two signings. One of them's a super ambitious signing that's helping us right now and for the future. The other one's a cheap, unambitious signing, which only helps us for now. Let's ask the chat then. Cody Gakpo or Memphis Depay? What's your vibe? Who would you rather see come into United, my friends? For the money, bear in mind that if we got Memphis, that would probably allow us money to go and spend on somebody else if United had any bollocks to be able to do that between now and the end of the window. Zayn Miassi, how's it going, Zayn? Thank you for your super chat here, Zayn Miassi. He says, bring it on, Piggy. Antony, we can handle. He's a B-Tech Martinelli. Zayn Miassi was coming in here the other day, giving it raw, saying, oh, why don't we go and get Neymar? Therefore, we can go and create some sort of new Brazilian revolution at Arsenal-Hollands. Well, I'll tell you something now, Zayn Miassi. Once again, the North London bottling job company has been outdone by Manchester United, and now we are starting the Brazilian revolution, my friends. Viva la revolution! Because we've got Casemiro, my son, a.k.a. Billy Big Bollocks. We've also got Fred in there, Brazil's actual midfield duo, my son. Let's go. And now We're getting Antony, the next future Neymar, bud. So, you've done yourself there, Zane. I'm sorry to say. You've done yourself there. You got Brazil's B team, and we got their A team. So, sorry to say you've been outdone again, Zane, with the Brazilian vibes. Let's get some Brazilian flags in there, please. Viva la Revolution! Because you're seeing it. You're starting to see it there a little bit. Let's go, Rafael Rocha. The Cake Cadet, thank you for your £2 super chat here, Cake Lad. He says, the more we spend now, less we have next season. Okay, yes, true, but the more we spend now, the less we need next season. Isn't that how it works as well? Like, that's it. We need to be investing right now. Get players like Gakpo, Antony, Dumfries, De Jong. Just fucking go and get them all in this transfer window, and then we've got all the puzzle pieces. Then it's about putting them all together, and that's going to take time. When you put a 1,000-piece puzzle out on the desk, it's a big pile of fucking pieces and a mess. It takes time to put those puzzle pieces in place. But one thing's for damn sure, if you're going to start doing that puzzle, you want the pieces to be in that box. You don't want that puzzle piece to be missing 17 pieces like you got it from fucking Oxfam or some charity shop or something, and they haven't vetted it, made sure the pieces are in there. You don't want that. What you want is all the pieces in the box to be able to then work and put that puzzle together. And that is what we need to do. We need to get players in. Zayn Miassi, thank you so much here for another super chat. He says, Piggy, who wins top of the league and playing great football? You've lost twice and just throwing out about money and playing rubbish. Ah, fuck off, Zayn Miassi, bud. You've literally played a whole bunch of promoted fucking guff merchants, lower team fucking relegation fodder, dude. Those are the only teams you've played so far. Man United, okay, fair enough. We played Brighton and Brentford. At least they're established Premier League teams. We did lose them. You played fucking Bournemouth, shitty Fulham and stuff. I mean, yeah, you played a bunch of promoted merchants, bud. Give us a break. We played Liverpool in that. We beat Liverpool. We have beaten Southampton away. We got a couple of good results. We're back on the right track now. Zayn Miassi, Arsenal are going to bottle it soon. You've had an easy few games at the start of the season. Stop overinflating your own ball bag and your own ego, pal, because you're setting yourself up for a fall. The wheels always come falling off of Arsene Holland's, bud. And I cannot wait. I'm going to be there laughing in your face, Zane, when it does. And I think it might happen on September 4th, baby. Come on, United! We're going to smash you up. Okay, so Cody Gakpo, folks, is still a possibility if United have got big enough bollocks. I'll ask the chat what your initial reaction and thoughts are in regards to us having the bottle to go and do this deal now that we've just agreed a deal for Antony, which is 100 million euros. Guys, do you think United are going in for Cody Gakpo before the end of the transfer window? Yes or no? Gary92, thank you for the Spurs fan. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Arteta out. Well, maybe soon enough we might be saying that. I'm still Arteta in. I still think he'll do a sharp merchant on them. A bad job for them. And in the long term, they've had a good start. So what? They've played easy teams. Arsene Holland's thumbs down, says Gangshi. Okay, no, says Gary. No, says Neil. No, says Dave. Yes, says Vincent Scholtons. No, says Ninja Starman. Yes, says Mani Siddiqui. Probably not, says Nathan. No, says Madhouse. No, says E. Marshall. Yes, says Elliot. Nah, says Fabio. Let's go for it, says Raphael. Chloe Jenkins says, Teta out. Yes, says Stuart, the fucking pig. Hey, John Anderson, what's going on? Right, okay, so most of you say no there. And I have to be honest, I don't really think that we probably will, because we've already just spunked 100 million on Antony. That's going to leave not that much in the budget. That's probably all of our budget right there. We might well be going for Dubravka on a loan, but if we can't get him, I mean, I don't think we're going to be getting anybody else. Who knows? I'd love to be pleasantly surprised and for us to go and get Gakpo. That's exactly what we should do, is to go and get Gakpo, because then we'd literally have Antony, Gakpo, and still Sancho and Rashford and Martial and all these guys. It gives us a lot of depth all of a sudden in those wide areas and those forward positions in general. So we're talking about maybe Ronaldo leaving, or us having one or two injury-prone players up there. What more would we need than Gakpo and Antony coming in this window? That would sort us right out in those wide positions. It's maybe even overkill. But the idea is at some point, one of these players will be moved on. I mean, let's face it, it wasn't that long ago. I know it's a new manager, new era, and everybody's going to get a chance. But it wasn't that long ago where a lot of us would have been quite happy to see Tony Martial leave the football club. He was shitting the bed at United. That's why he was put out on loan. He went to Sevilla, didn't he? And he shit the bed there too. Let's not pretend like just because Tony Martial had a few good pre-season games and a good performance the other day, that he's some sort of Tony Montana character right now. He's not the top of the food chain, sadly, and he is inconsistent and injury prone. I will give him a chance this year to prove himself for Ten Hag and hopefully turn the corner, which we've been asking for every single season for the last 5 years. But if it doesn't happen, which I'm sort of expecting, then we can sell him, can't we? So if we get Gakpo and Antony, well, this doesn't mean we have to keep all of the other players we've got up there in the future. Piggy, we are linked with Hakimi and Depay, says Naz786. I don't see how the Hakimi deal would work, to be fair. Why would they want to get rid of him? But it would be very nice for us to go and get another right back. I certainly think that, Denzel Dumfries, Hakimi would be a class signing. Yeah, well, there you go, Yisha. Martial is quality. He is a quality player, and I hope we can get him back on the right track. And he can just find some consistency in his game and be super committed every single game. He's a bit of a confidence player, is Martial. If everything's not going right for him, he tends to melt up a little bit and shrivel up, and he lets his head go. That's what he's all about. So if he can have that coached out of him and be a fully dedicated, committed player and continue and persevere regardless of the chance he's just missed or, the opportunity he's just fluffed or whatever it may be, and keep going and keep persevering, he would be an absolutely stunning player because he's got all the abilities that you need. He's got the movement, the pace, the skills, the eye for goal, the vision. He's definitely got the vision. He's one of the most impressive players in the final third, in my opinion, when he's reading a situation. He's like, actually, there's a better opportunity for a pass on here. He's good at that. Everyone else just fucking spams it towards goal, it seems. But Martial, reads it pretty quick. He's got that vision. He's got that intelligence in his brain. You can see that when it comes to the game. He reads it well. He will pull it back for a better placed teammate. That's the sort of guy he is. So I like him a lot. However, he's inconsistent as hell. Yeah, that's right, Matthew Smith. Gakpo's young and he'll only get better. He's 23. Martial's cool in front of goal. He is gungshi. He is good. He's, he is pretty sweet in front of goal. I think that, if we're going to have a choice between Martial and Rashi at number 9, I probably would go with Martial because I think he is just that little bit better in front of goal. Oh, Butters, if we signed De Jong, it would be unbelievable, wouldn't it? That would be quite something else, yeah. So also a little bit more info coming out, guys, about John Murtow. Apparently he did an excellent job on the Antony deal in the last few days. Yeah. Really excellent job, guys. Yeah. So this is the job John Murtaugh's done. Ready? Imagine John Murtaugh, estate agent. Ready? Hey, so we've got a couple here interested in buying that house you've got there. The house is £60,000, but for no apparent reason whatsoever, we'd like to offer you £100,000. How does that sound? Oh. Okay then, is it really that hard and that much work to get this deal done for 100 million? We've overpaid like a mother chuffer on this deal. They'll be fucking well happy with this 100 million coming into the bank. Ajax will. I mean, I know they're sort of they've played us really well. They've made it seem like, they're reluctant to sell Antony. They don't want to sell him. That's how they've had to act in order to bleed 100 million euros out of Manchester United. They've had to act like that. Like they are quite happy, nonchalant. They don't want to sell him. But in reality, they're fucking rubbing their hands together about this 100 million euros that they just bought. They're laughing all the way to the bank. So they've got maximum money for a player who's worth closer to half of the money that they've received. I mean, that's huge money they've received for Antony. They're absolutely loving it. Yeah. Mrs. P. Murtaugh, will you take 25k? Piggy must have accidentally missed my joke. I must have done, Kate Cadet. Sorry, forgive me. Please do put it in there again. Maybe I'll miss it again. Gungshi, thank you, Gungshi. He says, smash a like for the pig lads and lasses. Gungshi, you're a bloody legend. Thank you so much for drumming up the support there, man. I appreciate, there's a lot of clickbait merchants out there. There's a lot of guff merchants. There's a lot of purveyors of filth. And what we do on this channel is we give you the latest updates as and when they happen with no frills, no bullshit, no clickbait guff. So if you enjoy the channel, smash the subscribe button as well. Get yourself in here every day. We're on here daily giving you the night news. Please do smash the like on it as well, guys. We're only 2 likes away from 200 likes. We've actually got 454 watching, 198 likes. That's good, but we can do better than that, my friends. Bacon Brigade, assemble! Thank you, everyone. Smash the like on it and hit the subscribe button. Also, you can go to the top of the live chat. I haven't pinned it, have I? But I have got a tweet here, guys. If you want to do us a favor, please do go to the top of the live chat, click the link to the Twitter, follow us on Twitter if you're not already. There's a link to the tweet there for this show. Go give it a retweet. That'll help us spread the word of the show and to let people know that this Antony deal has been done. And go and give us a follow on. I'll give you a shout out in a bit on the show. Absolutely, if you give us a retweet. Okay, let's get stuck back into the comments for a couple of minutes, then we'll move on. But yeah, look, Murtaugh apparently doing a great job here. But to carry on with that, sorry, it said Dean in the last few days, but also Edwin van der Sar apparently has been trying to make them see sense over there at Ajax. He really helped on the Ajax side and was always calm and relaxed to find the best situation. So I think like a club like Ajax has to understand that they're realistically not going to keep all of the best players like this, and it's just about getting the most money that they can, and they've done well out of this deal. Pig, I'm watching Batman Begins. I'm listening to you at the same time. Nice one, mate. That's awesome. You got two heroes on them, bro. Okay, Swixter says, you remember me? I do, Swixter. How's it going, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Marky Nurse says, everyone, don't worry. We're all in the community. We won't laugh and say we told you so when Antony rings are worth a double the money we spent. I hope you're right, bud. So I hope you haven't just set us up for a fall there, pal. Because if you actually look at all the other players we've bought in recent seasons for this sort of money, they've all flopped. Name me, guys, name me the most successful signing we've had, the biggest money signing in recent years. I guess Bruno Fernandes, he did at least do really well for 18 months. He was, what, like 60-odd million euros? He was a pretty good deal in the end. Like, they didn't pay huge amounts, though. Like, that's the thing, though. He's a lot less than Antony, like a lot less. So, but, you know, I'm just trying to think of huge money. They've all basically flopped. Maguire's a flopper. Pogba's a flopper. Lukaku's a flopper. Zlatan doesn't count because he was a free transfer. I'm literally talking about, like, players we've spent, like in 80 million on or something, you know. Maguire? Pogba and Slab says Primot. Hey, 079 for your legend. What's going on? Failures says Primot. Yes, indeed. Great signing, Glazers money out, says Kieran Emery. Spot on as well. Sancho's a flop. Gary Aiken. Okay. Sancho, actually, that's the best one that you could have said, really, because Sancho hasn't even began to flop yet, in my opinion. He had a really tough time of it. We were a shit team, and he hasn't even had the chance yet. This season is his season. He'll be an absolute baller this season, I believe. Hey, by the way, Alex, how you doing? He says, Antony. Hey, thank you, by the way, Matt Gwinnett for the £2 super chat. I missed that, bro. Super chat, super Matty Gwinnett. Everyone, get a sue in there for Matt Gwinnett. Thank you, boss. He comments, Murtaugh madness. Yeah, chuck him in the loony bin. Matt Gwinnett, I know it is pretty crazy, isn't it, for him to just go and spend that amount of money. So, look, Fabrizio Romano said that John Murtaugh's done an excellent job, but it's pretty easy to convince a club to sell a player for nearly twice what they're actually worth, in my opinion. Failures says Primot. Yeah, they were failures. So all the expensive signings we've made in recent times have turned out to be failures. Hopefully Sancho doesn't. And hopefully Antony doesn't. And they're different sort of signings as well. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know what we were trying to achieve by going to sign an ultimate donkey like Lukaku back at this football club for 75 mil. That's fucking guff. And Paul Pogba, well, we let him fuck off one time before already when Fergie was here because we didn't like him back then either. So I don't really know what we were thinking going and play 89 mil for him either. And Slabo Maguire, don't even get me started on him. I mean, this is it. We've made some bad decisions with the big money spent. I can tell you right now, Antony, on the face of it, seems like a much better signing than that because, you know, he's exciting. He's a Ten Hag guy. He's got that relationship with Ten Hag. There's loads of these little videos going around of, you know, Antony looking over to the bench and giving Ten Hag giving him the fist bunch, and they've got this fucking relationship together and stuff, you know. And obviously because of that, I feel like he's going to be coming in here as one of Ten Hag's proper reinforcements. He's going to be shown love by Ten Hag early doors, and he's going to feel right at home right away. So I'm hoping that he's going to be somebody that breaks the cycle. But all of those other players, they haven't broken the cycle. They just added to the guff. So, hey, thank you, Matty Gwinnett, for that super chat, my friend. And we've got a highlighted member comment here from Dark Knight 22. Get in there, my son, who's been a member for 4 months. Let's get a 4 in there. He says, Pig, where do you think Ronnie's head is at? Watching him the other day, something's definitely not right with him. Okay, so where's his head at? It's in the gutter, mate. How dare he be considering leaving Manchester United right now? Be professional, you tosspot. Get your head down and score some bloody goals. No, look, I think his head is at I'm here reluctantly and I'm stuck. I think that's where his head's at, Dark Knight, really. I don't think he wants to be here. You can clearly see that body language isn't the best. He doesn't look match sharp. Maybe that's it. He hasn't played really that much, so he's not match sharp. It looks a little bit off the pace. I don't know. Something's not right with Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment. Maybe when the window slams shut and he's either still here, then you'll see a much better Ronaldo. And certainly, if he goes, then, well, we can't stop him going, really. Well, we can. We've got his contract, but we shouldn't stop him going if there's a good enough offer that comes in. Like if Sporting do want to go and bid 25 mil for him, we should probably let him go just because he doesn't want to be here. If he doesn't want to be here and he's just a body in the dressing room that's causing a negativity in the dressing room, then I wouldn't really want him here, even though he's the GOAT Ronaldo. But from a professional point of view, from a class point of view, how good he is, if the window slams shut and he's still here, I'll be buzzing my tits off, guys, because I know that then he's going to get his head down, then he's going to commit, and he's going to want to play football. So I still do want Ronaldo, even though he's potentially one away. I still do want him. Right, okay, do you want to keep or sell Ronaldo, guys? This is down to you. Keep or sell Ronaldo. Hey, Whip, thank you so much for the 179 super chat, man. Get in there, Whip. He comments and says, what's the front three going to be the next game? Okay, so the next game, yeah, I mean, Thursday night, right? So it's not that long. Yeah, we'll get Antony in the team by then. Fuck it, I'm going Thursday night. Manchester United line up with Ronaldo up top, Sancho on the left, and Antony on the right. Fuck it, we're going Ronaldo up top. That's what I'm going for, Whip. Ronnie Dodge, thank you for the £2 super chat, mate. He says, I'm sure Antony will get the Stretford end on fire. Come on, absolutely, Ronnie Dodge. That's what we're hoping for him to do. I think you're right. I mean, he definitely looks like a super skillful player. He looks like a great goal scorer, and he is only 22. So to have gone as far as he's got in this game so far and be having the impressive seasons that he's having, both in the Eredivisie and the Champions League, it does bode well for the future. Like, I'm pretty sure we've got ourselves a great player here. Ten Hag knows him. Ten Hag knows that. Ten Hag would not be going out there and spending that large of a chunk of his budget on Antony if he really didn't think it was worth it for him, because that's going to put pressure on Ten Hag. His other signings have, I think, at the moment anyway, we'll see how the season pans out, but at the moment they've reduced a little bit of the pressure on Ten Hag because his signings that he wanted are doing so well. But look, if Antony comes in, it's added pressure on Ten Hag because that's what he spent 100 million of his budget on. He could have gone and got any X amount of players for that money, but no, he's put his eggs in Antony's basket. And so therefore, it is pressure on him and the player because of the price tag. But let's just hope they eat that pressure up for breakfast and do really, really well. Chloe Jenkins, thank you so much there for the £5 super chat. Thank you so much there, Chloe Jenkins says, did you see how pissed off the Ajax coach was post-game? He said he had no idea Antony had been sold and was done behind his back. Get in there, Chloe Jenkins. I know he's well pissed off, this guy, mate. Let me see if I could find his full quotes. Let me just find his full quotes, but I've got some of his quotes here anyway, where he was annoyed after the game, because he literally said this. He was speaking to ESPN after the game. He said, everything's about money. I think this is sad, but this is our world. It's very sad, and I don't approve that these things at all. You know, he's not happy at all, is he? Absolutely, Chloe Jenkins. It's so funny, really. It's quite funny. But there you go. I mean, he says everything's about money. He's not happy. He had a little bit of an outburst. He was questioned about the situation following the clash with Utrecht, and he said that everything's about money. And he also said, I want to talk about the game, not about Antony. I've said more than enough about this. So it's pretty clear that that's going on. And, of course, Antony went public about his desire to leave. And since then, the relationship with Ajax has obviously completely deteriorated. But who cares? He's now a Man United player. We've gone and got him. It's looking very, very good for us. And it's a good deal for Ajax too. They'll go out there and get, somebody like maybe Hakim Ziyech or a suitable replacement in, and they'll be just fine. They'll be just fine. Man United, though, have got ourselves a very exciting player for a big amount of money, and it's a good deal for every single party involved. The player's going to get huge improvement on his contract and getting to play in the Premier League under Ten Hag. Ajax are receiving the record fee that any Eredivisie team has ever received for any player. They can't really be grumbling about that one. They've got 100 million euros for this guy. And Man United have ended up getting the player that we want, the player that Ten Hag wants. So it's a trifecta of penetration, this one. Like, it suits everybody. I don't see how there's any negatives. The only person who doesn't like it is the bloody Dutch Danny Murphy, old Schroeder, who looks like Danny Murphy's Dutch brother. So this guy is not happy about it, but everybody else doesn't give it to us. We're all happy to get Antony in there. Get in there, my son. Come on. Right, okay, so also we're looking at maybe adding another keeper to Bravka. That's about all the other news we got. I just want to talk very quickly about... Wait a sec, let me deal with these super chats first, actually. Thank you so much for the super chats here. Matty Gwinnett, who says, I heard it was Van der Sar that pushed the deal. Yeah, well, Matty Gwinnett, we've heard some reports of that Van der Sar was trying to help things, and was certainly, interested in trying to help smooth the deal over as well. So that's absolutely true. We sort of mentioned it a bit earlier that Edwin van der Sar was a calming influence in the discussions, apparently. So that makes sense because Edwin, obviously, he's got the best interest of Ajax at heart, but he will know what a great club Manchester United is, of course. And if they've got to lose out on a player to anybody, then to Manchester United makes a little bit of sense, doesn't it? The funny thing is, you know what I'm thinking now, guys? Donny van der Beek, right? Donny van der Beek. Does anybody else feel like Donny van der Beek is just like, I don't know, like a pretender or something? Like, I know he's been good in the past, and like in that run 2017 that Ajax had, he was good and all that sort of stuff, like a bit. But hang on a second. So they sold him to us for like 30 million. They want 55 for Lissandro, 100 million for Antony, but they only wanted 30 for Donny. He must be guff then. And also that all happened. They're like, hey, do you want Donny? We're like, yeah, go on then. Like, it just all happened very, very quickly. Like, did they just palm him off on us? The reason I'm saying that is no bastard wants to play Donny van der Beek, even his fucking daddy, Eric Ten Hag. Nobody wants to play him. I mean, it's like the kid at the park whose dad coaches the football team. You often get the kid at the park, his son might be absolutely shite at football, but best believe he's playing left wing. But even in this situation, he's that shit. He can't even start his own son. It's that bad. I kind of feel like, is Donny going to get a chance at United anyway? Because Ten Hag's not playing him right now either. We've just signed Casemiro as well. Eriksen's here. He's playing McTominay ahead of him. I don't think Donny's playing again for the new manager, right? Maybe. We'll see. He's obviously just a bit part player. But there's a common theme that's going on here. Ollie didn't want to play him. Ragnick didn't want to play him. And now seemingly Ten Hag doesn't want to play him. Is he just shit? Guys, there you go. We haven't really seen him ever do anything in the United shirt, if we're being honest. He's done a couple of things. He's got a headed goal in Ollie's last game. Other than that, he's not really done anything, has he? Malp says, hashtag free Donny. What do you think, Donny? Hashtag free Donny or hashtag sell Donny? Let's have a vote in the live chat. Hashtag free Donny or hashtag sell Donny? Berber. Hello, Berber. He says he's the new Kagawa. Right, yeah, there you go. Lots of expectation coming in and no results in the Premier League. Blowing hot and cold, huffing and puffing, and blowing nobody away. Sell, keep, sell, 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 sell. Sing Games, how's it going? My son says sell, Donny. The Hoff says sell. Sell, says Vincent Scholtons in the Cake Cadet. Hashtag poor Donny, says Malps. Everyone's saying sell him now. And if you're actually looking around the midfield, I mean, if we were to go and say sign, this is getting a little bit silly now, but if we were to go and sign, say, somebody like Frankie de Jong, I would take that all day long if it meant we had to sell Frankie de Jong. Sorry, I mean, if we had to sell Donny van der Beek, and we also had to sell, say, Scott McTominay, but we ended up with de Jong or somebody of that caliber, or Milinkovic-Savic or somebody. That would be so much better for our midfield than to have some dodgy bit part player who never really plays and is always out of favour with the coaches, or some Scotty McScott bag championship standard player, really. We should be going out there and looking to improve at all the different areas. But I agree, though, Marco. I'd rather see Donny over McTominay, in all fairness, at the moment. McTominay had a decent second half last game. But he's a little bit gash. You take that all day long too, Pig. That's right. Sell Donny, sell McTominay, go and get a top midfielder. That's it. Why do we need both of them? We've already got quite a lot of numbers around the gaff. You've got Eriksen who can play there. You've got, of course, Casemiro, Fred. If we were to add somebody else, we'd still have young players like Garner and Medjbury and loads of random players. In Ten Hag's system, he's great, says Yishal. If that de Jong dead chase or what? Well, really, Jeff, it kind of is, bud. I mean, I'd love to say that we're going in for de Jong, but there's reports, he's linked to teams like Liverpool and stuff now. I mean, let's face it, de Jong having to cut his wages, and the fact that he's been previously agreed to defer his wages previously, and he's still there, he's not playing at Barca, he's been sort of demoted to a bit part player now. They're not treating him well. I mean, de Jong's got to go, really. But let's have a look at this. I mean, it would be pretty exceptional. I mean, he's on the bench, so earlier on, de Jong was on the bench for Barca. He's not playing for them, guys. They're treating him badly. So he's gone from being their star man to being somebody that they're trying to push out the door. He's not playing for them, guys. A few hours ago, social media is kicking off again because he's not playing for them. And De Jong's wish the whole time, it seems, is he wants to stay at Barca. He just wants to be paid. He wants to be appreciated, and he wants to stay at Barca. You can't really fault that mentality. The problem is that they don't want him as much as he wants them. Gavi is now preferred ahead of Frankie de Jong in the Barcelona setup to start matches. So de Jong's sort of almost being pushed out. He's surplus at Barca. There still is a chance that it can happen. The last sort of update we had from Fab in regards to the situation was that there are no negotiations between Barcelona and Liverpool for Frankie de Jong. So there were a few reports that, Liverpool might be swooping in, but Fabi's deaded that off, and so that's not the case. I don't know, to be honest. You would like to think that Man United maybe could swoop in and with the treatment that de Jong's receiving and the fact that he's not playing there, he might decide, let's just get off of this shit because they're treating me like guff. Or he might just stick it out and get his head down and just collect that paycheck and wait to be paid and maybe next season move and just eat shit for a year. That's what he might have to do. But at the moment, we don't know. I'd love to say that we're going to get Frankie de Jong, get another bid in for him. That's who we should go and get. If we've got any ambition, yes, sell McTominay, sell Donny, and then put a little bit of money towards the de Jong deal, and we've got ourselves a world-class midfield all of a sudden. That's the move. That's the move. But I can't see us doing it, and I can't see Barcelona now in the next 2 or 3 days. I cannot see them changing their whole mentality over this. Surely if they were going to sell de Jong properly, they wouldn't maybe have registered him in the team first. For a start, they registered de Jong in the team, and then they were scratching around trying to register players like Jules Koundé and stuff, which they did manage to do. But why wasn't he registered ahead of them? I don't really understand quite how that works. So they're just, I don't know what their idea is. They either are just have a completely different opinion behind the closed doors as they do in public, or they really are trying their absolute very best to push Frankie de Jong out the door before the end of the window. But it's not looking likely that that's going to happen at the moment. What about Antony? My opinions? Too much money, Subban. Great player, though. I'm happy Ten Hag's got his guy. Looks like he's going to be a really good signing for us. It's just we have paid about 30 or 40 million too much, which is a big amount of premium to pay for anybody. Why are we paying that much extra? But either way, we've got Ten Hag as guy. I think he's a very exciting player, 22 years of age. The guy's going to be an absolute boss. There's no doubts about it in my mind. Okay, so I'm just going to get into give a quick update of what we've just discussed. And then we're going to get into and see if there's any latest updates or anything like that. So we'll get in there raw, see your thoughts and opinions as well for the Q&A. So do stick around. We'll have a Q&A in a few minutes' time. See your legends' opinions on all this. Just one thing. Have you seen all this about Paul Pogba, guys? Holy shit. So French authorities are investigating a case of attempted extortion by an organised gang in regards to Paul Pogba. Pretty awful news, guys. And also, Paul Pogba has reportedly told police that Matthias Pogba, his brother, is part of a €13 million blackmailing attempt against him. You what? His brother Matthias blackmailing Paul Pogba in order to try and get the extorting money out of him? Holy shit. Let's get some love hearts in there for Paul Pogba on this one, guys. That's not cool, is it, guys? That's honestly not cool. We usually slag Paul Pogba off around here because, well, he was shite for United. He bled the lifeblood out of us for years. He was a fucking awful player for us. However, this is not nice, is it, guys? That's not nice, is it? He did that to United, says Wackass. Basically, what goes around comes around, Paul. You know what I mean? Oh, dudes. Oh, shit. Rory C, thank you so much for the super chat there, Rory. I appreciate you, mate. He says that the Frankie de Jong situation is bizarre. He loves Barca so much. He's happy to be exploited and will take a pay cut. UEFA should step in and stop that, preying on the loyalty of the two loyal players. It is the case, really, Rory. You're right. I don't know why he's got that blind loyalty towards them. He just must love them. That's it. He's always wanted to play for them. It's his dream move. He got his dream move. He loves the city, loves the team, loves the history. Whatever it is, he loves it, and he doesn't want to move. I don't get it. I think he's being treated poorly, and he should look to move. But I think he's got the blinkers on because he loves them so much. Probably loves, says Vincent Bullock. Indeed, I don't know about that. But Paul Pogba definitely is it's not good. Do one Pogba, says Marco. That's how the tables turn. Poor Pogba, says EJ Williams. Yeah, it's a bizarre situation with De Jong. It is. Thank you so much, Rory. Let's everyone get a sue in the live chat for Rory. Holy shit, guys. We've got nearly 500 legends tuning in right now. 495 to be precise. And we're only 14 likes away from 300 likes, guys. So you know what I'm going to ask you? Smash that like on the video. Give it a huge thumbs up. That's right. Drop a like on it. Give us a boost up there. Let's see if we can get 500 legends watching. Also, give it a share around and get yourself subscribed. By the way, if you're new to this channel, guys, we're on here every single day giving you the latest United news in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. Smash the subscribe because it makes sense. Matty Gwinnett with another super chat says, is Benzema blackmailing again? Maybe. I don't think. I don't know. Do you reckon he's got a video of Paul Pogba in a porno? The Triple P video's coming out. The Paul Pogba porno. Bloody hell, I hope not. But no, to be honest, I don't think Benzema's involved in this one. It's a different Frenchman that's blackmailing him this time. And he's getting, extorted for 13 million euros apparently from his bro, which is mad. Do you think Donny will move before Thursday's deadline? Probably not, no. Maybe a loan move again. Maybe Fat Frank Lampard would like to take him back at Everton in order to help them get relegated this season. Maybe that's what it is. 300 likes. Thank you, Matthew. That's brilliant, man. Yeah, he did shaft us for wages long enough. It's true. What goes around comes around. Triple P says the cake. Oh, man. Okay, so it's been, though, love hearts for Paul Pogba. I'm sorry to hear that, Paul. Sorry to hear that, Paul. Now you know how it feels, son. Now you know how it feels. All right, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to just cover the Antony stuff that we've got in this video. If you're just getting in here, do a quick rundown. So Cody Gakpo reacted to Antony's move. He's essentially leaving the door open to Manchester United, but he said he's happy at PSV. But he says it depends which puzzle pieces are offered to him, essentially. So if the right offer comes along that's right for him, then that'll be spot on. In regards to Antony, let's give you the rundown of the latest news of everything we've got on the Antony situation at the moment. So the last sort of update from Fab was this one just before we went live, which comments, and it says lawyers are checking the contracts in order to sign the Antony deal on Monday. Full agreement between Manchester United and Ajax is worth 90 million euros guaranteed fee, 5 million euros in add-ons. The deal can be considered done, as revealed earlier today, to be sealed on Monday. So this will be all signed, sealed, delivered, done and dusted tomorrow, folks, which is brilliant news, of course. And earlier on, before that, Fabrizio said, here we go. Antony to Manchester United, here we go. Agreement in principle with Ajax, 100 million euro fee, contract until June 2027 with an option until 28 to be signed tomorrow. Contracts being prepared. It's the Eredivisie historical record fee. Antony will be in Manchester next week. So, there's a little bit of a debate as to whether or not he could play against Leicester City. So next week, that just means, well, this week, doesn't it? It's Sunday today, so that means this week from tomorrow, I believe. So I'm sure once the agreement's in place and once he's signed and once, we've got to get a medical set up and all that sort of stuff, I imagine Monday or Tuesday he'll be in Manchester holding the shirt. That's what I'd imagine. But I don't know that. But surely we'll be getting him in, well before the end of the deadline. So Antony to United is a here we go, guys. It's a done and dusted situation, close to being anyway, just finalisations of the contract. And you've got to say that he'll probably, I don't know, I think he probably will play against Leicester. Guys, what do you think? Does he play against Leicester, yes or no? So let's just double check. I'm pretty sure it's this Thursday, isn't it? Yep. So Thursday, the 1st of September, Leicester away. Do you think Antony plays in that game? Yes or no? Let's have a little vote. No, says Mark. No, says Hader. Hopefully, yes, says Wakasakram. No, says Conroy. No, says Batman. Yes, says RJ. Hopefully, says Swixter. No way, says Joseph Lewis Coelho. No chance. No, yes. Why no chance? Hey, Rushmana, you bloody legend. I think it's a possibility. It does depend on a few different things, doesn't it? I mean, he's not been training with Ajax, though maybe Ten Hag would look to just bring him in slowly. I mean, he could have been easily understood to put in Casemiro in the last game from the start. That's probably what I would have done. But maybe he just wants to allow these players to just bed in properly, settle in a little bit first. So maybe he won't play him, even if Antony's through the door tomorrow. Maybe he won't play him against Leicester, or maybe we'll just give him a few minutes at the end. So I'm going to be positive and optimistic, and I'm going to say that he'll feature in the game against Leicester off the bench or something. Maybe we'll see his debut and he'll just pop in there. The reason I say that is I think he will want to utilise him in that Arsenal game at Old Trafford on the 4th of September. And therefore, just give him a few minutes in that Leicester game, if he's here and if he's done and dusted and everything, because there's still visas and medicals and contracts and all these sorts of things that have to be finalised. But once that is done, hey, I could see him featuring off the bench for 15, 20-minute cameo at the end like he did with Casemiro the other day. We'll see, though, but I think his first proper start could be against Arsene Hollands on the 4th. You agree, says Two-Tone. The work permit takes 24 hours. There you go. So, which should be by Tuesday. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, that's it. He could easily be in, signed and stood next to the manager in the next couple of days, 24 hours. I mean, let's face it, the window closes on the 1st. Well, that's when we're playing. And, so he's going to be in before then. It's just whether or not, I doubt he'll be playing from the start. Sancho should keep starting if fit, says Primot. Definitely, but I agree. But what's my preferred front three, says Rajat Malaysia. Well, at the moment, with Ronaldo not really being at the races, there is a contention for me. But sorry, my best forward line does have Ronaldo in it. It's got to be Antony on the right once we've signed him, and then of course Sancho gets moved over to the left side where we've seen him be reasonably effective for us in the past, and he can play there as an inside forward. And then you've also got Ronaldo up top. That's my front three. Sancho, Van der Beek, and Antony, says Marco. Nice one. Oh, I love it. Van der Beek playing the false 9. That's it. Forget Ronaldo. Donny's the guy. I like your style. Okay, so yeah, that's the, and then look, the manager's comments. Ajax's manager not happy at all. So just finalizations of the contract. Fab said, understand Antony's contract's now being prepared by United to get it ready once deal will be fully agreed, and it's valid until 2027 with an option to extend it until 2028. There's also a report that John Murtagh did an excellent job of the Antony deal. Yeah, fucking excellent job. Do you want 100 million? Yes, okay then. And Ornstein reported this first, obviously, that there was an agreement previously. There's a report from Mike Verwey that has a slight discrepancy of the overall transfer fee that's involved for Antony. This report says it's 102 million euros, including the bonuses, which is slightly more than what Fab said in this one, which he defines as 95 million euros with a guaranteed fee, and then a 5 million euros in add-ons. So a slight 2 million discrepancy reported by different outlets. Let's just call it 100 million euros that this guy's cost us altogether, guys. Crazy money. Crazy, crazy money, folks. But we've got him. Hey, thank you, Rush Money, for the live updates coming through here. Let me just have a look at the live updates. So Football España reporting this evening that Man United and Chelsea have given up in their pursuit of Barcelona star Frankie de Jong. So we're sort of expecting that, really. I very much doubt we're going in, very much doubt we'll be going in for him before the end of the window. You never know, though. I wouldn't rule it out. There's still a 1% chance. Simon Stone, though, has reported this evening now at 9:57 and says, as per the others, the deal for Man United to sign Antony is now agreed. Player due for a medical will require work permit. So there you go, folks. So Simon Stone reporting it as well. And then we've got one last update live while we came in, which is just in regards to that Pogba situation we were just talking about. Paul Pogba has told authorities he's been subjected to an attempted 13 million euro blackmailing by his brother Matthias and a gang. Matthias claims Paul wants to send him to prison, and that Paul ordered a witch doctor to cast the spell on Kylian Mbappe. What an update. Oh my goodness me. Sorry, but fucking hell. Okay, so anyway, right. That's basically which Dr. Rushmore. That's basically the latest news right there, guys. Right. Which doctor? Okay. Right, we're going to get into the live chat now, folks. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We've got over 500 legends. Smash that like on the video. Give it a huge thumbs up. We're on our way to 400 likes. So thank you, every single one of you legends, for getting involved and showing your support. I just want to shout out everyone on Twitter first, actually. You see the top of the live chat? go give us a retweet, guys. I'll give you a follow back if I'm not following you, if you can help us spread the word of the show. And I'm going to give you all a shout out now as well. Thank you to Stu R. Craig Boy Nation, I'm going to give you a follow back there, mate. Nice one. Thanks for giving us a retweet. Tap Fuma, I saw your article as well. I sent that off to Griffo. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, bro. Feline Fur and Liam Ward, Audio Mark, Jessica Ellis, Kane, Aaron Homeyard, Stephen Braun, Matty Gwinner, AR Dan, Gaz Newton, Cassius as well. I'll give you a follow back there, mate. Thank you so much for the retweet. Oh, Busy the Breeze. Josh Lee, Harvey Pace, thank you for the retweet. I'll give you a follow back there, Harvey. Vincent Bullock as well. Thank you very much for giving us a retweet. We've got G-Dad Gamer as well, and the Stavanger 69 as well. Thank you guys very much. 20 retweeters there. What a bunch of legends helping us spread the word of the show. Thanks, guys. Right, it's time to get into the Q&A for a little while, folks. So have your say. We're going to get in there raw now with your thoughts and opinions in the chat. So do get yourself involved. Smash a like as always. Hit the sub up if new and all that jazz. And let's be having you. I am doing a FIFA stream tonight, Ash Carroll. Yeah, I know. It's a bit of an undertaking, isn't it? But I am. It's pretty late already. But we are gonna do a late one. Is that a good idea? Probably not. The Vootinator says, smash that like button for the pig. Thank you, Vooty. Brendan Mills says, one more signing. Who would you get? Okay, so if I could get anybody, I would actually get Frankie de Jong. I know it's not that realistic, but you just said if we could get one more signing, who would you get? I would get Frankie, because that actually was Ten Hag's number one priority not that long ago. That was his focus. That's who he wanted to run the midfield. And I just think having a midfield that could consist of Casemiro and Frankie de Jong would just be absolutely out of this world. It could be amazing for us. We'd have quality. We'd have a bit of strength and depth in the midfield as well, with the current players then going into backup roles. It would be an absolutely brilliant midfield if we could get de Jong in. So I would want to go get Frankie de Jong. Or, Cody Gakpo would be a very good addition also. Wet dreams as ye show. It is a bit, yeah. It is a bit. De Jong will not leave Barcelona before the transfer window closes. Nice one. Thank you, Rushman. Another update from Football Spaniard. Just clarifying de Jong's situation, saying it's unlikely that he's going. Thank you, Patrick McKinney, for subscribing there, bro. By the way, guys, I forgot to say, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. You only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to chat. So do have your say in the live chat. Get yourself in there. Get your thoughts and opinions in. Everybody's welcome to have their say as long as you're not a complete dickbag. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to be a super chatter, a moderator, any of that to have your comments read out here. We'll get everybody's comments read out. De Jong in, says Elliot. Savic would be decent. Definitely a good sign in Matty Gwynner. Also an expensive player, but United should spend. Bond Servants is 100 million. Crazy money on Antony Bond Servant. Keeping up with the fraud buzz. Coming soon to your favourite social platforms, says Pedro Sanchez. Noto says Casemiro, de Jong and Bruno is a nice midfield. Oh, it really is. Yeah, I'm with you, bud. That's what I mean. That would actually go... We'd go from having a championship standard one to a world-class one overnight. Berber says de Jong is the biggest melt in football, staying at a club that tried to bin him, says Berber. Yeah, maybe so. Or maybe he's just waiting to get paid and they don't want to pay him unless he's prepared to go for less money. That's sort of the vibe I'm getting, is that they're trying to convince him to go for less money than what they owe him, and he doesn't want to do that. Sheikh Hadi, what's going on? He says, finally it's done, so who's next, pig? Probably Martin Dubravka, and that's the window, in my opinion. I think we probably end up just getting Dubravka in and nothing else. I mean, there's still a few players that are linked. Memphis Depay, maybe we'd go and get him and cheap out because he's a cheap option. Cody Gakpo's a great addition. There's still talks of maybe a right back. You're seeing Hakimi linked or Dumfries for various players. But I think we just get Dubravka and it's done. So let's just say we've got Antony done in the bag, guys. How many more signings do Manchester United make after Antony? Let's have a vote in the chat. Let us know. I think 1. And when I say 1, I think it probably will be that goalie, Dubravka. Rory C, thanks for the super chat. He says, what do we think happens with Rashford now? Sell next summer. He won't start and has 1 year left at the end of the season. I would reevaluate at the end of the season, says Rory C. Nice one, Rory. I'm gonna say similar. I'd reevaluate in January with Rashford. So Rashford's blowing hot and cold again. In the last game, he was okay. In the game before that, he was good. And a lot of the other games, he's been subpar. Like, this is Rashford at the moment. He's blowing hot and cold. He needs to find consistency and prove himself to you, me, and to Ten Hag. If he can do that, great. But he's going to have the chances. He will have chances now between now and January, certainly. But certainly this season, in order to try and improve things and to try and get back on the right track and to stop being such a melter. I'm giving till January though, bud. That's it. I think we will know everything we need to know by January about Marcus Rashford. He's been crap now for 18 months. a couple of seasons. It's too long. It's too long. Like, we want to see more consistency and quality. We'll give him a chance, but we'll know by January whether or not he's really taken this 100% seriously, and if he's really committed, and if he's a full-on quality player or not, because he's, a few months between now and the new year is definitely enough time to see if Rashford means business this season, or if he's going to flop away like last season. We'll see. Sell him now, says Sing Games. He does, yep. Berber says Rashford needs to buck up for the World Cup. Yeah, if he's not careful, he won't be featuring much in that at all, if he's lucky to get in the squad, really. So he does have to do that, and so does Jadon Sancho, in all fairness. These guys have sort of fallen down the pecking order in the England setup. Hey, Mark Harris, thank you so much for the super chat there, bro. He says, John de Jong, Frey Bentos rep, Bradford is available. Frey Bentos rep, Bradford's available. Nice one, Mark Harris. Thank you very much. Maybe we should do a swap deal with Luke Shaw. What do you think? Rashi scored the game before the last to win it, you melter, says OHB. Yeah, he did, but... it's like I say, it's all well and good doing it one game. You have to do it at a regular standard at United. Doesn't matter just one performance. I've seen Harry Maguire put in one good performance for Man United before. Doesn't mean he's the next fucking Bobby Moore, does it? He's done it a couple of times. You need to do it regularly at United. That's the difference. The standard has to be a very high standard every single week. Rafael Leao, says Jose Luis Coelho. Nice one. One or two more updates just coming. Let's take a little look. Oh, nice. Jay Burt from The Telegraph with a late night report. Let's have a look at this one. Get this one up on the screen. Thank you very much there, Rushmano. So 11:26 just come out. Let's get this one up on the screen for you folks. And we will just cover the latest bit of news that's just come out here. So Jay Burt from The Telegraph reporting that Antony will fly to England on Monday for his Manchester United medical. Fee is €95 million up front plus €5 million in add-ons, guys. Get in there, my son. So absolutely beautiful stuff. He's coming tomorrow for his medical, apparently. Then there will be things like a visa, complications. It may take a little bit of time, 24 hours. We could have this guy signed up by Tuesday. Actually here, ready to train, ready to be around the squad and everything by Tuesday. Hey, Sensi, Perry and Kenners, thank you guys so much for hitting that subscribe button. If you're new around here, like those legends, please do hit the subscribe button. Nice. Kenners comments, sell Rashford and buy another Antony if they're going spare. Yeah, well, we could sell Rashford and go get Gakpo, couldn't we? It's a fair point. Signings like Antony can only help Rashford and Sancho's Jim Jam games. Up until this point, they've almost had to be guaranteed a start due to the lack of depth. That's a really good point, Jim Jam. Will we see a fire lit up under the arse of Rashford now and make him actually start performing? You're right, bud. Rashford, Mank, born and bred, give him time, he'll come good. I like that, Eddie. Yeah, you're right. We don't want to chuck away these academy products and these local lads. You're right. They do deserve a bit more time than the average gash-up player. In all fairness, you're right. But also, you can't keep flogging a dead horse. The time came for Tom Cleverley. The time came for Danny Welbeck. There comes a point where you reach a ceiling. And if you're not going to be able to keep progressing to reach the ceiling that's the same height as Man United's, you've got to fall by the wayside, don't you? We cannot lose Ronaldo. He's more valuable than a lot of us can remember, says Sid Vicious. Oh, I think so too. 18 goals last season in the league in a crap team is super impressive. Rory C, thank you very much for another super chat, guys. Can we get a love art in there for Rory? He's going in there raw. Hey, fair play to you, Rory. He says, shout out to my namesake, Rory McIlroy, after just winning 18 million in the golf. He just won 18 million. What? It's unbelievable. Fair play to Rory McIlroy. Holy shit, that's ridiculous. And they say footballers get paid a lot of money. I mean, that's ridiculous. Oh, Gungshi Leone, thank you so much for the super chat as well, Gungshi. Let's get a sue in there for Rory and Gungshi. Thank you guys so much. Gungshi comments, 65.2k subs now, Pig. Onwards and upwards for the BB. Come on, 65.2, baby. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got a 65.2k subs. Mate, thank you so much, Gungshi. Yes, we are on 65.2. Sui, smash that sub up if you guys are new. Thank you so much, Gungshi, for that one, pal. You think Pogba and his brother in cahoots as Vincent Bullock? Well, that doesn't make sense, really, Vincent, bud. Why would they be in cahoots? That really, this isn't doing any of their profiles much good in the public eye at the moment, is it, bud? I don't think they're in cahoots, personally. I mean, Pogba's already stolen a living as a footballer. Why would he want to risk all of that? For defrauding, the authorities. I don't think so about that, personally. Antony, Ericsson, Malacia, Martinez. This is a solid transfer window. Defo Cake Cadet, I'm with you. It definitely is. Yep, it's getting there. And if we could sign another midfielder or a right back or, another winger like Gakpo, it would be even better. So I don't think we should stop there, but I'm sure we will. Harvey Page says, I've changed my name. Yes, this is my real name. Hello there, Harvey Page. What was your name before? MUFC says, Garnacho and Zidane, very promising players for the future. Yes, what's your opinion about the Butcher, says Subham Bansal, the Leecher. He's unbelievable, isn't he? What a player. Looks fantastic, mate. The tenacity, the bollocks. Never mind about the size. This guy's got enough fight in him. I'd certainly rather see him in there than Slabo Maguire. I feel like we finally found a good, solid backline at United, and he's a big part of it, yeah. He's a great signing. Yeah, he reminds you of Roy Keane with his mentality, Tell 7. Absolutely gets in and gets stuck in, lets people know he's there early doors. And there's another transfer update coming in here. Thank you so much there, bud. Oh, interesting. So there's a report from MUFC MPB here that reports that an exclusive from a London-based journalist that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is set to join Crystal Palace and that it's a done deal. Interesting. Okay, which journalist? It always makes me so it's interesting, but it almost makes me feel a little bit like silly when you hear something like that, when you see something that says exclusive from a London-based journalist. All right, which fucking London-based journalist? Is it fucking Harry Romano, or is it again, Freddie Flintstone? It really does. It makes a difference, doesn't it? But anyway, that's interesting. Wan-Bissaka still linked to Crystal Palace. Nice one. And then also Jay Burt from the Telegraph this season, and also reporting that Man United are after Martin Dubravka. Man United considering signing a right back or a midfielder or even another forward possibly. Could you imagine that? I mean, let's put this on the screen for a second here. I find this hard to believe, but let's just have a look at this. So this is what Jay Burt from the Telegraph reports. He said that after Martin Dubravka, after we've got him in on loan potentially, Man United are considering signing a right back or a midfielder or possibly even another forward. So, I mean, could you imagine, guys, if we are actually doing that this window? Fair play, it would be a good window. The squad would go from being really shite to having lots and lots of good players in it and giving Ten Hag a lot of the tools for what he needs to do the job. The thing is, what I think this is, guys, and I could be wrong, is that it's the classic Glazer shithouses. They spend money on this football club when there's no Champions League in order to try and get us competitive for the Champions League again, to bring that Champions League money and that sponsorship money coming in again in the future. They also have spent money here to try and appease the fan base, to try and paper over the fan base and say, hey, no, we haven't spent money up until now, but we're going to start doing it now so you can get off our backs. That's not how it works. We're not going to get off their backs because they've had 17 years of this. This is nothing new. This is just one window where they're putting their hands in their pockets for a damn change. And it's mostly down to Ten Hag, really, with in terms of identification of these players and who we're going to go get. And his, I guess, inclination to want to go get them. So, okay, they got to spend the money, but it's not like they're in charge of the show. They're just dipping in their hands right now because I guess it makes economic sense for them to try and ward off the attacks from Man United fans and to also try and appease us and, of course, to try and keep them competitive, keep that money coming in. Let's get a hashtag Glazers out in the live chat because this doesn't change a damn thing about their ownership. They're just spending money to appease us and to try and paper over things. Do I think Heaton will come back to United? What do you mean, Big Red? He's already at United, bud. Was Marcio... Do you mean Henderson, right? I think you mean Henderson, I'm guessing, Big Red, right? Who's out alone at Notts Forest. I think that's who you mean. Yes, he probably will. I think that De Gea's got a limited time at United now. Even though he's class, he's getting on a little bit. He's still not that old, though. He could probably still be a class keeper for 5 years, in all fairness. So maybe not. I don't know. It depends on Henderson. Let's see. I mean, we saw some statistics. David De Gea's statistics in terms of his distribution is actually much better than Hendo's this year so far, which is interesting. Glazers out, Glazers out, Glazers out. Yes, indeed. Keep singing it from the rooftops, guys. 15 likes off of 400, guys. That's the target. I'm not freaking leaving until we get 400 likes on this stream. So everybody smash that like button on it. You know it makes sense. It's free to hit the like. Smash the like. Kung Fu Cantona kick the shite out of it. CR7 going on loan to Napoli, says Mike Smethurst. I don't know about that, bud. I mean, why would we do that? If we're going to get rid of Cristiano, then surely we want to be compensated with a decent amount and just have done with him. Why are we loaning him? I heard there was a link about us loaning Ronaldo to a Champions League club. And the next season, because if we want to exercise an option for an extra year, maybe when we've got Champions League football, maybe then he'd be happy to play for us again. That's not how it works. It can't work like that. Thank you, Rushmano. He says subscribe to the channel. Thank you, bud. Thank you, Rajat Valacia, for retweeting the show, mate. Really appreciate you, bud. Thank you so much. How's Depay for United, says Sankara? Good cheap addition as an extra body around the place, but that's about it. He's a cheap option. He's been at United previously and he was shite. I know it's a long time ago. I think he'd be good, but nah. I'd rather go pay extra money and go and get Gakpo. Jack Newman says, what would you do with James Garner? I'd keep him, but I'd sell Scott McTominay. I'd sell Donny van de Beek now. Go and buy another quality midfielder like De Jong or somebody like that, Milinkovic-Savic, somebody of that ilk. And then I would use Garner as a backup. So forget McTominay being a backup. Forget Donny being a backup. No, we've got a pool to choose from the midfield of, say, let's say it's De Jong. That's not going to happen, but let's say it's De Jong. De Jong, Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, and then Garner as a backup option, rotationary player. Why not? He's not going to do any worse than Scotty McScottbag, I don't think. Kate Cadet says, come on, Piggy, Depay's a good buy. He is a good buy. No, I'm not changing my opinion. I think he'd be a decent addition. It's just unambitious when you could go and get Gakpo for 4 times the amount, which is still a reasonable offer when he's 23 and he looks better and he's going to get you a lot more goals and things, I think. So I would go with Gakpo for more money. But look, Memphis as a cheap option would be okay. Rushy says Depay would be free, no fee. He would terminate his contract at Barcelona, says Rushmano. So there you go. I've heard reports that we could be getting him for, it wouldn't cost that much money at all to get him in there. But Depay would be no free. He would terminate his contract at Barcelona. Well, interesting. De Jong will rot in Barcelona, says AR Dan. It's just whether or not we want to pay the wages. He's not on small money either there at Barca, Depay. Van der Beek, 39 million quid. Garner's worth more, says Mark Harris. Yeah, I can't believe we paid 30 odd for Donny. He's done nothing. They're buying players with stole money from us, says Vincent Bullock. Yeah, but we have Big Tony and Ronnie, Piggy, says the Kate Cadet. Yeah, we do. We need more. Is Antony winning over the line? It is Ian Montgomery, my friend. Yes, mate. We got a here we go situation from Fab. And all the top journalists reporting that it's done. We have another journalist reporting that there's a medical scheduled for tomorrow as well for Antony, and he should be flying into Manchester for that. Get Des from Barca. Yeah, I mean, decent option. Dutch vibes, young. Maybe Ten Hag would want him. If Ten Hag wants him, I want him, but I don't really want him. Getting Antony next. Ronaldinho says Kingslayer. You just signed in, so not sure if we're getting Antony. We are Dale Walker, mate. We are getting him, bud. Yes, indeed. Look, you understand Antony's contract's now being prepared by Man United to get it ready once the deal will be fully agreed. But since then, it has been fully agreed. There's a here we go situation, agreement in principle with Ajax. The latest update from Fab is that the lawyers are checking the contracts in order to sign Antony deal on Monday, which is tomorrow. Full agreement between Man United and Ajax is worth 95 million euros, guaranteed with 5 million euros in add-ons. So yes, it is, mate. It is done. It is done, barring a medical, visa, finalizations of the paperwork, signing of the contracts and exchanging of the contracts and all that sort of stuff. Yes, it's done. It's a done and dusted confirmed deal. Yep, BBC have confirmed it as well now, 786. Simon Stone confirmed it about 20 to 10. And let's read their article from Simon Stone. It says Manchester United have agreed a deal with Ajax for Brazil winger Antony. It's understood United will pay an initial fee of £80.75 million with a further £4.2 million in add-ons. The 22-year-old is due to arrive in Manchester to complete a medical within the next 48 hours. Antony would become Manchester United's joint second most expensive signing alongside defender Harry Maguire. The £89 million paid for Pogba remains the club's record. What a joke. Antony scored 25 goals and provided 22 assists and 82 appearances for Ajax, having joined the Dutch side from Sao Paulo in 2020 and played under current boss Erik ten Hag. So, it's all good, guys. We've got him. He is here. Hey, Bazza Thorpe, mate. Barry Thorpe, get in there, my friend. Thank you, Barry, for becoming a member of this channel. Bazza, let's get a hashtag Barry in there. Thank you so much for becoming a member of this channel, my dude. Get in there. Welcome to the Bacon Brigade. Everyone, welcome Barry for becoming a member there. Thank you. Let's get your favourite emoji in for Bazza. Nice one, Barry. I appreciate you. 420 nights, Rushmano. Get in there, dude. Let's go. No spam, says Primor. Yes, Barry, says Ryan. Harvey Pace says we need to sign De Jong. Barca running rings around us. Oh, if only. Seems like he wants to stay, though, and get mugged off by Barca. Maybe he's a sadomasochist. Gungshi McKay, Simon say Barry Sheen. Get in there. Anyway, no. Welcome, Barry, to the posse, mate. Really appreciate you supporting the show. You absolute legend. Kate says, Mr. B loves a good Barry, isn't there, right, Piggy? You could say that. Barry says, Batman Night fan. Yes, indeed, guys. What a great show tonight, by the way. Thank you, everyone who's been joining us. I guess we're going to have to wrap it up reasonably soon. I'll stick around for a few more minutes. We have got a FIFA stream set up, though, folks, which we're going to be doing at, well, it was supposed to start at 11:45. Now it's going to have to start about midnight. And I don't even know, I probably shouldn't even be bothering doing it, guys, because I'm on the PlayStation. It's going to be an undertaking. Anyway, but we'll jump on for a bit and we'll see how we do. I might have an early night, though. It might be a short one. So we'll see. But guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Let's read a few more out, then we're going to have to make tracks. But Ashwin says, hey, Piggy, Brandon Williams and Twanzebe in the right-back position. I suppose if we sell Wan-Bissaka, then, yeah, we could use Brandon as a backup there to Dallo. Dale Walker says Ronaldo would go. As we all know, he's looking. It's more of a case of someone takes him on as he came. We came a bit not together. I felt as much as I love him. Yeah, it's true. I mean, we seem actually a better team at the moment without Ronaldo in the team. But he will only go if there's a suitable offer. We're not going to just let him go for nothing or terminate the deal. We are moving in the right direction, Madhouse. Yep, we've signed in good players. We've signed some new good players. Steven Gerrard's getting sacked as Philip. Just a shotgun, a litre of energy drink. Good call, no toes. Who is Barry? He's a new legend who's just come and subscribed and become a member of the channel. Shout out once again to Barry Thorpe, top man. Make a tea and smash some forces Primot. Good night, Eddie A. Have a great night, you legend. More announcements tomorrow. Yes, NAS786. Perhaps we're going to be covering all the news in the rundown to the transfer window, deadline day, and etc. Guys. So make sure you do subscribe. Click the bell icon. We'll give you all the updates, and we're going to have a big live stream at the end of the deadline day in order to see what deals are done and everything. So make sure you stick around. Pig, which striker should we sign? I like Christopher and Nkunku, Isaac. Barry from EastEnders. Hey, Chloe Jenkins, thank you for another £5 super chat there. Get in. She says, done some digging. United were scouting Antony when he was 18 at Sao Paulo and was cheap as chips. Nice one, Chloe Jenkins. That's cool. You know what pisses me off is that we didn't go for him back then. 10, 15, 20 years ago, when Fergie was here, we used to sign a lot of unknown gems, didn't we? I'm not surprised that we didn't go for him. We let somebody else develop him because we don't tend to do that these days. Thank you so much, Chloe Jenkins, for the £5 super chat. Let's get a Sui in there for Chloe. Thank you so much, Chloe, for always getting your thoughts and opinions in here. Appreciate it a lot. The Cake Cadet with a £5 super chat as well says, can't wait to settle down for a Vincent Bullock Maguire story, Piggy. Nice one. Nice one there, Cake Cadet. Jarvis Cox says, I propose a toast for Ajax, who have provided us Ten Hag, Martinez and Antony. Yeah, great shout. Thank you to Ajax, the ultimate feeder club. Appreciate that one. You're damn right, Jarvis. You think Ajax is a type of bleach, says Gary. It's a type of toilet cleaner, isn't it? Yeah, make Vincent great again, says Sub 2. Guys, we're going to wrap this video up right here, folks. That's the end of the transfer news for today. Get in there, my son. Done deal on Antony. United have got this guy in, guys. He's coming for a medical in the next 48 hours, probably tomorrow. We're going to get things wrapped up, contracts-wise, finalisations, legalities, cross the T's, dot the I's, and get him signed up on the dotted line, my son. Come on! A new player, a new exciting player. It's a lot of money. We've overpaid, but we've got our guy. And Ten Hag's got his guy, and he's a great player, and he looks like he's going to have a great future. So we can't really complain about this, other than it's a bit too much money. But other than that, it's a fucking great signing. Come on, United! We've actually had the best window out of any of the clubs in this Premier League this season. Unless somebody wants to correct me if I'm wrong, I think we've had the best window. Yeah, we've signed a lot of good players. Thank you, Madhouse. Thank you, Batman, Cake Cadet, Rush Mano, everybody. Guys, hang on a sec. I'm doing a FIFA stream shortly. I'm going to put the link to the FIFA stream in the live chat, guys. Make sure you guys do come and join us for the FIFA stream late night. We're going to have some bants. We'll have a laugh. We'll also talk more about this stuff if you want. Thank you, Gungs Jesus. Great show tonight. Thank you so much, dude. So FIFA stream here, and then come and join us, guys. It's going to be pinned to the top of the live chat. There you go. Thank you, Simon Almeida, the Vootinator, Jeff Madrak, Gareth Matthew, the Hoopman, Batman Night Fan, Harvey Paish. Thank you, Harvey. Nas, thank you, Nas. Lucky Singh, Miz528, Rushy, Jarvis, Lucky, Elliot, Gungshi, Mark, Batman, Miz, Vincent Scholtons, Lucky Singh, Vootinator, Duncan, Chris, Money Tawari, The Trooper, Viking Football YouTube, Simon Warner, Marky Harris, Jeff Madrak, the Cake Cadet, Disco Dave, Chloe Jenkins, Adam Asquith, the Hoot Man, Ulf793, Elliot, Pete, Mark, Kenners, Adam Asquith, Vincent Bullock, Anfield Red, Get Out, Gaz Newton, Palmaris, and all the legends of the channel. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the members of the channel who support the channel, the legends in green. Shout out to all the moderators, the legend in blue, for keeping this community safe and moderating the live chat. And just thank you to all the grey legends in here as well, who make up this community by getting your thoughts and opinions and chats in here and a part of this community. Thank you very much, dude. Smash that like before you go. We're on nearly 450. Can we get 450 likes? That's amazing. Hit the thumbs up. Smash the subscribe subscribe, click the bell icon, and we'll be back tomorrow with all the latest United news. We'll also be back shortly in about 20 minutes' time with a FIFA stream. So come and join us tonight for FIFA, late night FIFA stream through the wee hours of the morning. And then tomorrow we have all the latest United news. Hopefully we'll see some new links coming, like Cody Gakpo or De Jong or something. And hopefully United's business is not done yet. But even if it does finish now and we only get, say, Dubravka, or even if we just get Antony now, it's not been a bad window, has it? It's been a pretty good window. Still, though, a lot more to do, a lot more room for improvement. And certainly we could do even more in the transfer window. So I hope that it happens. But thank you, everyone. Gungshi, Vuti, everybody. You're right about that. He says, spare a thought for Paul Pogba, guys. Nobody should have a witch doctor. Nobody should have a witch doctor on them. Yeah. Sicked. Is that the word you meant there, Gungshi? I don't know. Cursed? Is that what you meant? I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Rory, Rushy, Jarvis, Cake, everyone. Dale Walker and all the legends of the channel. Come and join us for the FIFA stream in a few minutes' time, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Night, guys. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.